How dare you!
Well, nonfiction reading is stupid. Don't freak out yet, bibliophiles. Fiction is amazing. Fiction is sacred. Fiction lets you dissolve into worlds built by humans on too much caffeine and too little sleep. Our imaginations can out-Hollywood Hollywood. If you want dragons, space pirates, and emotionally damaged wizards, go wild. But nonfiction? Oh boy, buckle up. Reason number 1. Experts admit half of their knowledge is fake. Let's talk about the replication crisis. The academic equivalent of waking up one morning and realizing half your tattoos are misspelled. Across multiple fields, more than half of published studies simply don't replicate. So why am I spending 400 pages reading your groundbreaking research when even your colleagues can't recreate it without sacrificing goat under a blood moon? We're supposed to treat these books like scripture. Oh, this is what the science says. Bro, the science can't even agree with itself. Reason number 2. Books are slow, AI is fast. Why spend a month reading a book when AI can summarize it in 300 words faster than the author can boil pasta? And not only do you save time, you also avoid the classic book reader heartbreak. This isn't even what I thought the book was about. Why am I 200 pages into this? AI can act like your book bouncer. Nope, this one's boring. Next. Nope, this one says a lot but means nothing. Next. Yes, this one slaps. Proceed. It's not laziness, it's efficiency. If authors can take 250 pages to say what could be said in 20, that's on them. Reason number 3, most of us won't understand the book anyway, so why pretend? Let's be honest. Some concepts fly over our heads with the aerodynamic grace of an F-22. And that's fine. Instead of pretending we're geniuses, why not outsource understanding to people who actually are geniuses? Critiques. Read responses to critiques. Read critiques of the critiques. Interrogate the ideological biases like you're cross-examining witnesses in a courtroom drama. This isn't laziness, it's a cognitive hack. Reading one book is passive. Reading 10 competing interpretations is active mental combat. You're not a sheep following one shepherd. You're a wolf stealing from multiple shepherds and comparing their livestock. Reason 4. Books are often bloated by design. Most nonfiction books today are basically long podcasts in disguise. They start with a catchy idea, one sentence of insight, and then the publisher goes, stretch that to 80,000 words or nobody buys it. Cue the filler. Personal anecdotes nobody asked for. Charts that look impressive but say nothing. A chapter where the author goes hiking and learns something deep. Random metaphors about ancient civilizations. A dramatic childhood story to make you emotionally connect. Suddenly, the one good idea has been force-fed into a Frankenstein's monster of fluff. You're reading the book equivalent of bread with 95% air. Reason number 5. The best insights rarely come from books at all. Top thinkers? They spill their real secrets on podcasts, interviews, or casual blog posts at 2 a.m., not in books polished by editors until they sparkle but say nothing controversial. Books are the sanitized version of ideas, the safe version, the marketable version. If you want the uncut, raw intellectual contraband, you're better off with articles, discussions, and conversations. Reason number 6. Philosophers can't agree on anything. Philosophers, both the ancient sandal-wearing ones and the modern ones with 5 PhDs and a caffeine addiction, are the Olympic athletes of disagreement. Their entire job is basically, choose a question, argue about it for 2,400 years, die. Let the next generation continue arguing. And the punchline? Even today, with massive conferences, libraries, and journals, they still can't agree on the basics. There was a well-known survey, the Phil Papers survey, where researchers asked professional philosophers, actual experts, not guys who own a copy of The Republic, a series of core philosophical questions. We're talking things like, does free will exist? What is consciousness? Is morality objective or subjective? What is the meaning of life? Is there a real external world, or is this all one big hallucination? And guess what? Across dozens of questions, among hundreds of philosophy PhDs, there wasn't a single question on which they all agreed. Not one. This is the group of people writing the deep, life-changing, non-fiction books we're all supposed to be reading. And they can't even agree on the metaphysical equivalent of the color of the sky. So why am I reading your 400-page argument for why free will exists, when your colleagues, people who have spent their entire adult lives thinking about the same thing, are in the next room yelling, "No, it doesn't, you absolute donkey"?